Good evening, students. Good evening, students. How is my dear students? Yes, very good. I am also fine. I think everything is going very smooth and you are learning every day something new. Especially physics is concerned. Till now, we have discussed the most important part of physics. One is vector. So I think you are very comfortable in vector. Then after, in application of vector, we have discussed 1D, motion in straight line. In motion in straight line, we have discussed how to find distance, how to find displacement, how to find average velocity, average speed, then after acceleration, and from acceleration we have discussed how to solve the questions by using two methods. One is calculus method and second one is constant acceleration method, in which we apply the equations of the motions. Okay, now let us start. Today I am going to tell, and one more thing we have discussed. What is that? That is graph. So I think you are comfortable in whatever I taught you, and for that you need to maintain that knowledge. See, whenever you are learning physics, that is okay. Whenever you are taking class, everything you feeling that is very easy. But if you not practice that topic, after some time you will forget all these things. So that's why keep revising whatever you study, because right now you are getting lot of time. When your classes will start, you will start taking classes, then you will not get enough time every day, so much time at least. So that's why this is basic part. So whatever, yes, facility provided you by, yes, the Chaitanya group, so you just utilize that properly so that it will be beneficial for you in future. Okay, let us start, dear student. So our today's topic is, same, I am going to tell you something on upper level. What is that? We have discussed motion in straight line. In motion in straight line, I told you that body is moving like that. Moving like that means it is moving like that. When I started motion in straight line, I told you this is 1D motion. What is this motion? 1D motion, one dimensional motion. And this is only called motion in straight line. Now, if body is moving in this direction, after that, let us assume it's turning in this direction, means it's required two axes, x-axis as well as y-axis. That's why this is called 2D motion. And 3D also, you know that if a body is moving like that, and after that, let us assume there is one axis, this is downward or upward. So this is 3D axis. So this is 3D motion. Let us take one example. If a body is moving in a straight line without turning back, or take a ball, if you thrown ball upward, this is 1D. If a circular motion we are taking, this is 2D. And if we are considering motion of aeroplane moving like that, can turn like that, and in air also, that means 3D motion. So this is 1D, 2D, 3D motion. 1D we already discussed. Let us today have a look on 2D motion. And in 2D motion, in our syllabus, what is that? Two interesting motions are there. One is circular motion and second one is projectile motion. So let us first discuss projectile motion, the very important part. Okay, are you ready? So I am going to tell you in 2D motion, so that you can get clear idea. We are going to discuss one specific motion, very, very important, that is projectile motion. Now, what do you mean by projectile? Projectile means that something is projected. How this projected? See, you listen that our Neeraj Chopra wins which one? Gold medal. You know na? Yes, in this one, I think javelin throw. In that, what happened? How he thrown that particular throw? You know, there are particular special angle required. That means whenever we want to throw a ball or something at largest distance, this is not the right process. Right process is like that. So that we will define in this part. How we are going to achieve the maximum this distance. Yes or no? So that's why this topic is going to be very interesting. So that's why take interest, listen carefully. See, what is that? Okay, let us take example. I think now you are getting what we are going to do. See, first what we are doing, let us assume you throw a ball like that in this direction. Means this is velocity direction. If throw ball like that in this direction, what is going to be? This ball is cover a path like that. This is called oblique projectile motion. What is that? Oblique projectile motion. Yes or no? Second one, and this is the most important part that we will study today. And second one, sometime it may be happen, let us assume you are at some height and from some height you throw a ball in horizontal direction with velocity u. Let us assume from h height if throw a ball in horizontal direction, and this type of motion is called horizontal projectile motion. Remember, this one is called, both name you should remember, this is the part of our syllabus only, horizontal projectile motion. So I think both the name you should be familiar, and let us discuss one by one, and both are very easy. And the important point is that when we study these motions, your previous concept of vector as well as we have discussed 1D, that is going to be improved, because this is a practical application only. Okay, let us start here, student. First this one, this is oblique projectile motion. So you can put heading of oblique projectile motion, and let us discuss how this motion taking place. Oblique projectile motion. And one more name you should remember, this is 2D motion, and 2D motion topic as per NCERT, you remember this is called 2D, or another word is motion in plane. What is name? Motion in plane. 2D means plane. I already told you, plane means 2 dimension, 1D means straight line, 3D means space. Remember that, 3D means space, 2D means plane. Let us assume this is a plane, but if I am considering one more axis, this is space. If only consider one axis, this is motion in straight line or 1D. So this you should know what is meaning of 1D, 2D and 3D. Now what is our today's topic? That is oblique. Oblique in the sense projectile thrown at some angle, that is called oblique. So let us take example and try to understand the concept. That is very important, dear students. See, this is y-axis, this one is x-axis. Let us assume we throw a ball giving a velocity u to this ball. This is velocity u. What is going to happen? This is very important. What is going on? Let us assume this angle is theta. See, what is path, that we will discuss later. Thing is that in this case, sir, if u is the initial velocity, we are unable to understand velocity like that because we know the vectors. That means we resolve this vector in on x-axis and y-axis, so we can get better idea about the motion. Means to say, this is 2D, that's why we are going to break this velocity in two components. One component is on theta side is u cos theta, one component is u sin theta. That means there are 2D motion, means 2-dimensional motion. We will take two separate motion. One is u cos theta going like that. Second one is u sin theta going like that. When you will find its path will be like that. Very, very important. How this path is going to be, this is the path. I think you know that. Why this is like that? Reason is that, see, let us check one by one. What is happening? When we are going upward, you know this u cos theta remain constant. Why? Because in this side there is no acceleration, no retardation. If someone asks you at this point, u cos theta is going to be same. Someone asks you at this point, u cos theta is going to be same. If someone asks you at highest point, this is the highest point, what is the velocity? U cos theta. Means to say, let us discuss this motion, 2D motion, on x-axis separately and y-axis separately. Are you getting this point? Okay. Now tell me, on x-axis, initial velocity, that is called ux, or final velocity is going to be u cos theta everywhere. Very important. This remain constant. Reason? Because on x-axis this velocity is constant. That's why acceleration is 0. So I think you are getting this point. So on the x-axis, this is going to be constant parameters. Now come to the y-axis. Y-axis, this is important. What is this y-axis motion? Dear students, consider this motion is like motion under gravity. I told you in motion under gravity, we throw a ball with some velocity, but gravity g always acting downward. That means this velocity u sin theta going to decrease. One point will be there where this velocity is going to be 0. This point is called maximum height. This point, what is this point? Where body achieve maximum height. At this point, velocity of y-axis is 0. This is very important. Means to say, sometimes question may be asked on the maximum height, velocity is 0. No. At maximum height, y component of velocity is 0, because we discussed that in motion under gravity. When we throw a ball with velocity u, if there is this velocity is not there, what is going to be? Body going up, retarded motion, one point it is going to stop. We already discussed this point. But what happening here, sir, one component u cos theta is, you can say, always taking this motion in on x-axis also. Means what's happening? Body u cos theta this side as well as u sin theta. Due to u sin theta going up, that's why this path is like that. So up to here, this is 0. After that, y-axis velocity, see, stop here. After that, when coming down, this acceleration, gravity is going to accelerate the motion. This is very important. That means now its velocity increases. You know, one of NEET exam question, when ball touching the ground again, its velocity again is going to same only. This is u sin theta. See, the velocity we thrown was u, and velocity it touching the ground will be same u only. We will discuss it later. First, you tell me these all things are clear to all of you or not. If clear, then yes, comment box should be fired with full of energy. So how to remember? Sir, on y-axis, initial velocity is u sin theta. But in this one, acceleration is not 0. That's why acceleration on y-axis we will use minus g. Why, sir, minus g you are using? Because this is always downward direction, and downward direction is taken as negative. Okay, what is third point? If someone asks velocity on y-axis, velocity after t time, you tell me after t time, how to calculate? You know, acceleration is constant. We can apply equation. Which equation? First equation, Vy equal to uy plus ay into t. Now put this value. What is Vy? Vy we have to calculate. What is uy? U sin theta. What is ay? Minus g. Time is given. So this is the formula to find out velocity on y-axis. Okay, student, write down fast all these concepts, and everything is clear. Then yes, fired with. Very good. Do it fast. Done. Okay, sir. So up to here, see, this diagram I am going to use again, very important. So what we have discussed, sir, we have discussed that how this motion taking place on x-axis, how it's taking place on y-axis. Now what we need? We need 3 parameters. First, let us discuss those parameters. These are very important. What is that? This is projectile motion. Again, taking that example, it was like that. So dear student, this is called maximum height. You remember, these are important points. This is called maximum height. This horizontal distance is called r. R means horizontal range. And time taken in this process, let us assume time taken to reach at this point, this is called t up. remember this point, T up, and from here this is down, that's why this is called T down, and total time is called time of flight. That means let us discuss one by one. Are you ready? See, I am giving you some trick, some concept. Directly you can use it. Which one? Motion under gravity, you know that. So now you know that u sin theta, performing motion under gravity only. Remember that. What is the function of u sin theta? Sir, u sin theta is like that if you throw a ball with a speed u sin theta, it's going up. One point it will be 0 and after coming back. In this case, what was the time taken in this process? I already told you. Let us assume someone asks you what is T up. You know T up equal to T down. I already told you in motion under gravity symmetry is there. What is that? We have discussed its value. How this is? Sir, Vy, which one? Vy square equal to, what we are going to discuss? Time we are going to discuss. Take first equation. Vy equal to uy plus ay into t. Let us assume discuss t upward time. Upward time means on y axis at one point, this point velocity Vy is going to 0. When you taking this 0, what is uy? Uy is uy, ay is minus g. So you see T up equal to uy divided by g. And you already know, sir, this was the u by g at that point. And dear student, what is uy? Uy itself is u sin theta. So this is time of up and down. But in our exam, most of the time they interested in time of flight. Time of flight means the time in which that projectile is in air. What is that time? Sir, total time. T4 stands for time of flight. This time of flight equal to T up plus T down. This is equal to T up plus T down. T up and T down is given. This one, that's why you know u sin theta, you can write it by 2uy by g, or you can say 2u sin theta. What is that? 2u sin theta divided by g. Remember this. This is important one, dear student. This is the time of flight in projectile motion. Very important. So you remember one formula is this one. Now find out second case. What is second? What is maximum height? You calculate it. Now you know the equations. How to use these equations I already told you. Just now you try it by yourself. How we can use these equations. You find out what? H maximum. How to calculate H maximum? Yes, to calculate H maximum. Calculate H maximum, what we should do? For H maximum, where are H maximum? At that point, Vy again going to 0. See, this is the H maximum. Vy is going to be 0. When Vy equal to 0, we use equation, third equation on y axis. Vy square uy square plus 2ay 2as. Yes or no? What is Vy? 0. What is uy? Use it uy only. Minus, because g, minus 2g, and s is H maximum. Now when you find H maximum, write this value H maximum. In motion under gravity, we have discussed maximum height is u square divided by 2g. What was the maximum height? U square divided by 2g. At this place also it is going to uy square divided by 2g. And what is uy? U sin theta. That's why u square sin square theta divided by 2g. Remember this formula directly. So this is maximum height achieved in this projectile motion. Now what is third parameter? Two parameter we have discussed. I told you three. Which one is? We remember what is time of flight. Time of flight is 2uy divided by g, and put the value of uy, that is u sin theta. That means 2u sin theta divided by g. What is the maximum height? That is uy square divided by 2g. Yes or no? Uy is u sin theta means 2u square sin square theta divided by 2g. Sorry, u square sin square theta divided by 2g. Remember this. What is the third parameter? This is also important. See, third one is this horizontal range. This is important one. What is horizontal range? See, you should know how to calculate this r. R is this distance, and in this direction, which velocity is sending it in this direction? U cos theta. For how much time? Total time of flight is t. So can we see like that? That what is that? Horizontal range. Horizontal range, that is denoted by r, equal to, range means distance on x-axis, r means on x-axis distance. How to calculate? Sir, u cos theta, or u cos theta means ux component, sending it for t time. Ux stands for u cos theta. Yes or no? Time, you know that. What is time? That is 2u sin theta divided by g. Then we can write it like that. First you remember, this is 2 u sin theta uy, this is ux, ux into uy divided by g. Second formula, u into u is u square, 2 sin theta cos theta is going to be sin 2 theta. So this is u square sin 2 theta divided by g. This is the horizontal range. Very important, very important. Horizontal range is the most important part in this projectile motion. So these all three formula you should memorize directly. What is h maximum, what is time of flight, and what is horizontal range. Okay, now let us do some questions on this concept. Be ready. How to solve the questions? Okay, are you ready? Yes. Yeah, very good. On comment box, I can even understand chemistry and physics today. Okay, don't worry. See, chemistry and physics will understand. Don't be worried. See, this subject needs some special efforts. What efforts? If you are directly taking class, don't know previous vector, and you can say 1D, then definitely you will getting, you can say, difficulty in this part. But if you are taking regular class, then you will find that yes, things are very, very easy, sir. These are basically, you can say, like a game. If you are missing previous step of the game, previous step of that particular, then you are not enjoying that part. That's why from first day onwards, what I am telling you, that always try to be consistent in the class. Those students who are new or not getting something, just watch the videos which are available, whatever classes I have taken, so that you can get better idea how to solve. Yes or no? Okay, but this is, you can say, physics is completely consistent. Consistency required to learn physics properly. Okay, dear student, let us move forward. What is this? Let us use these concepts, how to use. So now I think if I am giving you question like that, if velocity of projectile is given like that, that is equal to 30 I cap plus 40 j cap. See this language, what I am interested, that students should know what is this language. Then okay, this velocity is given for projectile. You tell me, dear student, which one? First you find time of flight, find out. Second one, you find out maximum height. Third one, you find out what? Yes, horizontal range. Fourth one, you find angle of projection. Find it fast. Okay, let me check whether you getting this topic very clearly or not. Okay, do it by yourself. This is very important. See, most of the students directly remember formula u square sin 2 theta like that, but that is not exact way. Where I am interested in this question, you should know that this formula is not like that. This part is on I cap means ux. This part on y axis is uy. And you should know what is formula for time of flight. 2uy divided by g. You know 2. What is uy? Uy is 40. G equal to take 10. What is that? 8 second. Means to say time of flight is going to be 8 seconds. Yes or no? See, I have seen that most of the students getting someone 10 seconds, 1 or 2 are getting 8 seconds. Okay. Now come to the H maximum. What is H maximum? H maximum when ux and uy is given. What is the formula? Uy square divided by 2g. See, this formula is used in motion under gravity also. Two topics you are preparing together. That's why whenever attempting the questions, just think that how this concept we used in one dimensional motion, motion under gravity, same concept we are using here. What is uy? Uy is equal to 40, means 40 into 40 divided by 2 into 10. 1 0 is cancelled, this is 2, this is going to be 80 meter. Yes or no? This is maximum height. Now you tell me, dear student, first, what is the horizontal range? Range formula, what is that? Range formula, you know that, sir, R equal to 2 into ux into uy divided by g. 2 into, what is ux? Ux is given. This is the ux 30. What is uy? 40. This is 30 into 40 divided by 10. 0 0 again cancel. This is, what is that? This is 4 into 2, 8. Yes or no? And 8 into 3, 24. What is that? 240 meter. So this is the horizontal range. So those students who are right all these three parameters, yes, fire in comment box. Yes or no? So this is the correct way to solve the questions. So just you follow the process. See, in physics, if you follow the process properly and you know how to solve this question. Okay, now let us do some magical concept in projectile, which is directly asked in our exam. What is that magical concept? Very important. Horizontal range, I already told you, this is the most important part which is being discussed. So you tell me first question, this is a question only. You find if projectile is thrown with velocity u, what you have to find the value of theta. What is the language of question? Value of the theta angle, means angle of projection at which projectile is thrown so that range is maximum. What is the question? What is the angle of projectile to achieve R maximum? That I taken Neeraj Chopra example. Why? Because what he need? Maximum range. How to get the maximum range? You know, whenever someone want to throw a ball or something at larger distance, his posture of the body is like that. He is, you can say, bending himself downward so that he can get a particular angle. That angle I am asking, what is that angle? So that we can get the maximum range. That, sir, we have to calculate it by using formula only. You know, formula for range equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Now, how to think that when it will be maximum? See, if you want to throw a projectile, your capacity to throw that projectile is limited. So, whatever power or you can say energy you are having, that is limited, that you can't increase. What you can change means u square and g are constant, that is given. What you can change? Angle. Are you getting? I think if let us assume I am throw a ball in directly upward direction, range is 0, it's coming down at this point only. But if I throw it this angle, it's going in horizontal direction. So what is the condition? Sir, this is constant, this is constant given in question. That means for R maximum, to find R maximum, what we need? Sine 2 theta should be maximum. Sine 2 theta should be maximum. And what is the maximum value of sine theta? See, those students don't know sine theta, whether sine theta, sine 2 theta, sine 3 theta, its maximum value is going to be 1. That means maximum value of sine 2 theta is 1. Where it is 1? Sin theta is 1 at 90 degree. 90 degree means pi by 2. That means 2 theta is equal to pi by 2. That means theta is going to be pi by 4. Very important. Very important, dear student. Very important. That means you directly remember this concept. I am writing this concept here. You give it via star rating. Very important. When theta equal to pi by 4 in the sense 45 degree in oblique projectile motion, R is going to be maximum. Very important. And sometimes they can ask what is this maximum value. So you can find out this value. What is R maximum? See, this is maximum, means this is 1. This is going to be U square divided by G. So remember, this concept is very important. See, these questions in last 10 years, at least 3 to 4 times you will find that same question is being asked in NEET exam. So this is the favorite area of NEET exam from where question is being asked. So be prepared for these types of the questions. So one concept is this one for R maximum. Now let us take one more example. What is that? We have R maximum and second one is H maximum. What is relation between that? How to find out the relation? This is also very important. To see, for that we need how to derive the equation of projectile. But we are not going on this topic. Just I am giving you directly equation so that you can solve the questions. So that means I am giving you what is the equation of projectile motion. Equation of projectile. This is also very important. Equation of projectile. What is that equation? This equation is going to be y equal to x tan theta 1 minus x by r. This equation sometimes can play very important role when you solving the questions. So one equation, in one of exam they directly ask this equation only. Now let us take one example. You know r, value of r equal to u square sine 2 theta. Can I write sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta? That means u square sine theta cos theta divided by g. You know the formula for H maximum. What is this? That is u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Now divide both the terms. What you will get? Very important. Let us assume this is equation number 2. This is equation number 1. Divide equation 2 divided by 1. So this is H max divided by R. This is very important relation. See, when we divide this one by this one, u square divided by u square, yes or no? 1 sine square theta is cancelled, g is cancelled. What it is going to be? In downward side 2 and 1, 2 is there. That means this is 1 by 4. Second one, this is sine theta by cos theta, tan theta. Dear student, remember this formula directly. How to remember? See, arrange it in such a way that tan theta is going to be, very important, tan theta is going to be 4h maximum divided by r. This is very important, most important part. What is important in this question? One, sometimes if h maximum is given, theta is given, we can directly calculate its value. But one most important part I already told you that R maximum is the maximum times NEET examiner asked this question. So what is the relation between H maximum and R maximum? Are you getting this question? H maximum itself is defined for maximum height. But what is R maximum? Whenever you listen the word R maximum, in your mind theta should be 45 degree. So let us write this concept, very important. When theta equal to 45 degree in projectile motion, we know that R is going to be maximum. Now you know the relation. What is that? Tan theta means tan 45 divided equal to 4h max divided by 45 degree means, can I use in place of R is R maximum, and this is 1. So you remember this concept also. R maximum is equal to 4 times of H maximum, not always, at maximum condition only. R maximum is 4 times of H maximum. Very important part, dear student, very, very, very important. So remember this. Done. Okay. If you done, then let us move forward. Okay, up to here everything is comfortable? Yes, done. Comment box should be fired with same energy. See what happened when we start the class, your energy is very high, but that time teacher start teaching some concept at very basic level. When at the end of the class, when teacher are at its peak level of the concepts, at that time your energy is low. So that's why maintain your energy constant throughout the lecture. Yes, it should not be down. Done. Gentlemen, whatever dream you are having, whatever target you are having, everything depends on mindset. Mindset means energy. If you are having positive energy, your mindset will be positive. If mindset is positive, that means you always self-motivated to work properly. That's why be self-motivated, keep yourself energized, stay with positive people, counsel with your parents, your elders. Yes or no? Okay. Now let us take one more example, one question on this concept, very important. Let us assume it is given that this is a projectile. I am giving you one question. What is given in this projectile? This is velocity and this angle is 45 degree, it is mentioned. What is given? It is given that this value is, this coordinate is, this is given as 40 meter. What is that? 40 meter. What you have to find out? You have to find out coordinate of this point. I am giving you option, you do it fast. First option is 20, 20. Second option is 20, 40. Third option is 20, 10, 20. And fourth option is 20, 10. Which one is the right option? Tell me fast. Concept I already covered, you just try to solve it. Yes. Muni Gopal, Jacob, namaste, namaste. But who is Jacob? I am not Jacob. Yes, we have star here. Oh, what your option 4? Very good. Yes, these types of the energy I want. Very good. 4 options. Suresh, Devil, Anil, Reshma, KJ Paul, Nation Gamer, Santosh. Very good. All are the right. This is the 4th option is the right. See what to get whenever angle is 45 degree. Angle is 45 degree. You know that when angle is 45 degree, this is 40, this is going to be 20 meter. You know, because half distance is this one. No need to explain anything in this one. This total is 40, this is half 20. Now what is the concept? Sir, if angle is 45 degree, R is going to be maximum. This is R maximum. And this height is called H maximum. Means Y coordinate is H maximum. How to find H maximum? We know that 4H maximum equal to R maximum. That means R maximum divided by 4. What is R maximum? 40. 40 divided by 4, that is going to be 10 meter. That means Y coordinate is 10 and X coordinate is 20. The 4th option is the right option. Yes, very good. This is good question. Okay, dear student, up to here I think everything is clear. Okay, let us take one more example on this same concept only. Sometimes they can ask question in different way in the sense, let us take one example. A question is given in this form. It is given that when a ball thrown The velocity of this point, initial velocity is given as 3I cap plus 4j cap. This is NEET question only. What he is asking, when it hit the ground, when hitting the ground, find its velocity at this point. This velocity when hitting the ground. I am giving you option, you do it fast. Option number 1, 3I cap plus 4j cap. Option number 2, 4I cap plus 3j cap. Option number 3, 3I cap minus 4j cap. Option number 4, 4I cap minus 3j cap. Tell me fast, which option is the right option? Yes. Already I told you this concept. Just quick revise what I told you about velocity. Whenever body is thrown with some velocity, after when it again hitting the ground, what is the velocity? Which option? Most of the person getting first option, third option, first third. See, I think most of the option I can see this is 1. No, but that is wrong. First option is the wrong option. See, you are right. As per whatever concept I told you, that is okay. What I told you, whatever velocity is given, it will hit with same velocity, means same speed. But you observed one thing. What is that? That is very important. This u cos theta, this velocity is u cos theta, this is 3 and this is 4. Getting it? I cap means 3, j cap means 4. When it's again hitting the ground, this 3 is not going to change, but direction of 4 is downward. That's why 3I cap will be positive, but j cap is negative. This is the logic behind this question. See, this is, you can say directly, common sense question. Whenever a body is thrown vertical upward, its velocity in upward direction is positive, because upward direction we are taking positive, and when it's coming down, hitting the ground, downward direction is taken as negative. So when it's again hitting the ground, y direction velocity is going to be minus in the sense minus 4j cap. So which option is the right option? Third option, 3I cap minus 4j cap is the right option. So dear student, this all about oblique projectile motion. Whatever concept I told you, just solve the questions on this particular concept and remember this formula. Yes or no? In physics, if you want to be very good, only one trick. What is that? Be consistent and practice regularly. At least 15 to 20 questions every day you have to do by yourself. Wherever you are getting stuck, just go for the concept, learn the concept. Again, you can say solve the questions. This is only process to be very good in physics. Okay, dear students, keep studying, be consistent. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.